Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to convert Jotform responses into PDFs and share via email. So I'm recently conducting an event, and to collect the data of all my participants, I have created a form with the help of Jotform. So my objective is that whenever any of my participant is going to fill the form and the form submission is done with the help of Jotform, automatically for that participant a document of letter of participation should be created with the help of Google Docs, as we have already created a template of letter of participation with the help of Google Docs. And with the help of Google Drive, we are going to receive a PDF file link which we are going to send as an email to all our participants with the help of Gmail with the attachment of that PDF file link. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to simply create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn how to do this automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to convert Jotform responses into PDFs and send via email. So my objective is that I'm recently conducting an event. So I want to collect the data of my participants. For that, I have created a form with the help of Jotform. I want that whenever any of my participants is going to fill the form and submit the form that I've created with the help of Jotform, automatically a letter of participation should be created for that participant with the help of Google Docs. And as you can see that I've already created a template of letter of participation with the help of Google Docs. So with the help of this template, a document of letter of participation should be created for that participant, and then it should be forwarded as an email with the help of Gmail with the attachment of that PDF document, as you can see right over here. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to simply create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you are a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, we have to click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Convert Jotform Responses into PDFs and Share via Email. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. On the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, we have to click on this drop down arrow right over here. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Jotform Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, we're going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Convert Jotform Responses into PDFs and Share via Email. So as you can see that we have created a workflow, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One says Trigger, another says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 steps. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we are going to do is we are going to set up our trigger step by clicking on this arrow right over here. And for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Jotform. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Jotform. And for the trigger event, we are going to select it as New Response. We have selected our trigger application as Jotform and trigger event as New Response because I have created a form with the help of Jotform, so that whenever any of my participant is going to fill the form, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response right over here. As you can see, after selecting the trigger application and the event, Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to connect the form that we have created with the help of Jotform with Pabbly Connect. Firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, we have to follow the steps given here below in order to connect Jotform with Pabbly Connect. Firstly, I'm going to open the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. So as you can see, this is the form that I've created with the help of Jotform, and we're going to connect this form with Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to click on Settings right over here, and then from the left side of my screen, you can see there are multiple options, from which we are going to click on Integrations. After selecting integrations, the integration window is going to appear. After that, on the search bar, we have to search for webhooks. So we are going to search for webhooks and we're going to select it. As you can see that webhooks window is going to appear. Over here it says add webhook. I'm going to erase the existing data and I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After that, I'm going to click on complete integration. As you can see right over here, it says you have successfully created your integration. That means we have successfully added the webhook to the form that we have created. Now if I'm going to take you back to the workflow that we have created, over here it is saying waiting for a webhook response. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do a test submission of the form that we have created with the help of Jotform, and we are going to check whether Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that form submission or not. For that, I'm going to open the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. So as you can see, this is the form that I've created right over here, and to do the test submission we have to click on publish right over here. After that, over here it says open a new tab. We're going to click on it. So this is the form that I've created and I'm going to do a test submission with the help of this form. This form is asking for the first name, last name, email, phone number and the date of the event right over here. So I'm going to fill in all the details. Firstly, for the first name over here, I'm going to write it as test. Then for the last name over here, I'm going to write it as account 1. Then for the email over here, I'm going to write it as testaccount1@pabblytuts.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. Firstly, for the country code, I'm going to write it as +91. And then for the phone number, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After that, it is asking for the date of event. Over here, I'm going to select the date of event, that is 25th of May 2024. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on submit to do a test submission. As you can see over here, it says your submission has been received. That means we have successfully submitted the form. Now we're going to open the workflow that we have created in our Pabbly Connect and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured a response of the test submission or not. For that, I'm going to open our workflow that we have created. I'm going to scroll down and yes, as you can see right over here, response is captured in our Pabbly Connect. To tally the response, for the first name as test, last name as account1, email as testaccount1@pabblytuts.com. For the phone number code, and for the phone number, dummy mobile number. For the date of the event, the day as 25th, the month as 05, that is May, and the year as 2024, and all the other details. So this means that we have successfully connected Jotform with Pabbly Connect and the trigger setup is done successfully. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step by clicking on this arrow right over here. And as we want to create the document for the participant who have done the form submission with the help of Jotform, with the help of the template that we have already created in our Google Docs, what we are going to do is for the action application right over here, I'm going to select it as Google Docs. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Docs, and for the action event, I'm going to select it as create document from template, as we're going to create a document with the help of the template that we have created in our Google Docs. Okay, so for that, I've selected my action application as Google Docs and our action event as create document from template. After that, I'm going to click on connect in order to connect Google Docs with Pabbly Connect. Then a new window is going to appear on which you have to click on add new connection. But if you have an existing connection, you can choose this option. After that, we're going to click on sign in with Google. Then a new window is going to appear on which it is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on allow. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Docs with Pabbly Connect. After connecting Google Docs with Pabbly Connect, it is asking for the template document. For the template document over here, I'm going to select it as letter of participation because this is the name of my template document. So I'm going to select it as letter of participation. Then it is asking for the new document's name. The new document's name, what we have to give the name to the document that is going to be created with the help of this template. So I want the name of the document should start with my participant's name. So what we are going to do is, for the participant's name, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this automation workflow. As soon as you're going to click on this field, you can see over it says Jotform new response. So this was the previous step of this automation workflow. If I'm going to click on this arrow, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As we want the document name should start with my participant's name. So what we're going to do is I'm going to map the data for the participant name, first name space the last name right over here. So as I map the data right over here, the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. After the name, I want it as dash letter of participation. So this is the name of my document right over here. That is the name of my participant dash the letter of participation. And as I've manually entered the letter of participation, this data is not going to be updated as this is a static data. Okay. Next, it is asking for the new document's location. So I have created a folder in my Google Drive in the name of letter of participation, as you can see right over here. So for the new document's location, I'm going to select it as letter of participation because I want that whenever the letter of participation is going to be created with the help of the template, automatically all those documents should be saved in this folder right over here in our Google Drive. Okay, next it is asking for the event date and the name. If I'm going to take you back to the template that I've created, you can see over here in front of these values there are two curly brackets in the front and in the end of these values. So these are variables right over here, and I want that in place of the variables the value of the participant should be entered. So what we are going to do is, these are the fields that we have created as variables in our template that we have created. So for the event date and the name, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. How we're going to map it? Click right over here, click on this arrow right over here. If I'm going to scroll down, you can see the date of the event is given in three forms, that is day, month and year. Firstly, we're going to write as day slash the month slash the year right over here. Okay, so this is the event date right over here, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in a previous step, automatically the data right over here is going to be updated. Okay, next it is asking for the name. We're going to map the data for the name again. Click right over here, click on this arrow right over here, first name space the last name. Okay, so as I've filled in all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As you can see right over here, we have received a response, and the response that we have received is a positive response because we have also received a document ID, as you can see right over here. Now I'm going to open my folder that I've created in my Google Drive, and I'm going to check whether a new document is created with the help of the template in our Google Docs or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Drive folder, and yes, as you can see right over here, a new document is added to my Google Drive folder. I'm going to open this document. And as you can see, a letter of participation is created with the help of the template that we have created in our Google Docs. And the letter of participation is created for test account 1. As you can see right over here, for the date of 25/05/2024, as you can see right over here. So this means that we successfully created a document with the help of the template in our Google Docs. And as you can see over here in the document over here on the top right corner, it says private to only me. So this means this document is just accessible to only me. But we want to send this document to all our participants, so we have to make this document accessible to everyone. So how are we going to do that? For that, we have to open the workflow that we have created, and then we're going to add another action step right over here by clicking on this button. And for the action application, I'm going to select it as Google Drive. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Drive. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as share a file with anyone. After selecting our action application and the event, I'm going to click on connect. A new window is going to appear, and as I have the existing connection, I'm going to select this option, but if you want, you can add a new connection. I'm going to click on save right over here. As you can see, we're successfully connected Google Drive with Pabbly Connect. Over here, it is asking for the file ID. Which file do you want to make accessible to everyone? So over here, in place of this file ID, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data of the ID that we have received in our previous step. So how we're going to map that? Firstly, we are going to open this bracket right over here. Then we have to erase this existing data right over here. And we're going to map the document ID that we have received in our previous step. As you can see, this is the document ID, and this is the ID of the document that is created with the help of Google Docs. Okay, so we're going to map this ID right over here. So as you can see that I've mapped the ID right over here. Then we're going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here, response is received, and over here it says anyone with the link. That means the file is now accessible to anyone with the help of a link. If I'm going to open the document that I've created, now on the top right corner it is saying anyone with the link. Anyone who has the link can have the access of this document right over here. So as we have made this document accessible to everyone, if I'm going to scroll down on this response, you can see there are multiple links provided. So as you can see over here, a PDF link is provided of the document that is created. We are going to use this link to send as an attachment to email to all our participants. So now what we are going to do is, as we want to send an email with the help of Gmail to all our participants with the attachment of the PDF file, what we are going to do is we are going to add another action step by clicking on this button right over here. And for the action application, we are going to select it as Gmail. And for the action event, we are going to select it as send email. And then we're going to click on connect in order to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which we have to click on add new connection. If you have an existing connection, you can choose this option, and then we're going to click on connect with Gmail. Then a new window is going to appear on which it is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow as this is a saved process and my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on allow. As you can see that we successfully authorized Gmail with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing over here, it is asking for the recipient email address. On which address do we want to send an email to? For the address right over here, what we have to do is we have to enter the address of the participant. How are we going to do that? We're going to map the data of the email. Click right over here, click on this arrow right over here for Jotform new response, and we're going to map the data of the email that we have received in our previous step. So what will happen is the email is going to be forwarded to the address right over here, okay, to the participant. Next, it is asking for the CC and the BCC. I'm going to skip the part as I don't require that. Next it is asking for the sender's name. So for the sender's name right over here, I'm going to write it as Team Fantastic Events. So this is the sender's name right over here, and my event company's name is Fantastic Events. So it is written over here as the sender's name as Team Fantastic Events. Next it is asking for the email subject. What subject do we want to send? So I want to write it as Letter of Participation for Fantastic Events. As you can see, this is the subject of my email right over here. Next it is asking for the reply to. I don't require this field, so I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the email content type. I'm going to select it as plain. Next it is asking for the email content. This is the main body of the email that we're going to send to our participant. So over here for the email content, I want to write it as, so this is the email content that I want to send to my participants. It says dear. Next to dear, I want the name of my participant. So I'm going to map the data of the name of my participant right over here. Firstly, the first name space the last name. Dear, the name of my participant, I hope this email finds you well. We are thrilled to extend our heartfelt gratitude to your participation in event. Held on, Rex to on right over here, I want to enter the date of the event. So for that, I'm going to map the date of the event that we have received in our previous step, that is 25th/04/2024. So this is the event date right over here. Then it says your presence and contribution significantly enriched the event, making it a resounding success. Attached to this mail, please find your letter of participation as a token of our appreciation for your invaluable involvement. The letter acknowledges your dedication, commitment, and active engagement throughout the event. Once again, we thank you for your enthusiastic participation and look forward to the possibility of collaborating again in the future. Warm regards, Team Fantastic Events. So this is the content of the email that I want to send to my participant. Next it is asking for the file name, the name of the file that is going to be attached to this email right over here. So I want the file name to start with the name of my participant. So I'm going to map the data for the name of my participant, first name space the last name. Then I want it as dash letter of participation. So this is the name of my file that I want to attach to this email right over here. Then for the attachment right over here, what we are going to do is we are going to provide the link that we have received in our previous step in a PDF format. So I'm going to click right over here from Google Drive, share file with anyone. I'm going to click on this response right over here, and we're going to map the data of the PDF format of the link that we have received in this step. So after filling all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see right over here, response is received. For the response status over here, it is saying as sent. So this means that an email is forwarded with the help of Gmail to our participant. So now we're going to check whether the email is received on our Gmail account or not with the attachment of the document in a PDF format or not. For that, I'm going to put my Gmail account. And yes, as you can see right over here, an email is forwarded to our Gmail account with the subject of letter of participation, fantastic events for dear test account 1. Over here, this is the content of the email, as you can see right over here, with an attachment of a PDF format of letter of participation. I'm going to open this file right over here, and this is a letter of participation for test account 1, as you can see in a PDF format, as you can see right over here. So this means that we successfully created an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another test submission with the help of Jotform, and I'm going to check whether I have received a new email in my Gmail account with an attachment of PDF format of a letter of participation document or not. For that, I'm going to do another form submission with the help of the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. I'm going to open the form. So as you can see, this is the form that I've created with the help of Jotform, and to do the test submission, we have to click on publish and then on open a new tab right over here. So this is the form that I've created, and with the help of this form, we are going to do a test submission. It is asking for the first name, last name, email, phone number, and the date of the event. So I'm going to fill in all the details. As you can see right over here, I have filled the form for the first name as dummy, last name as user12, email as dummyuser12@theratepablytuts.com, for the phone number, dummy mobile number, for the date of the event as 25th/05/2024. So after filling all the details, I'm going to click on submit to do a test submission. And as you can see right over here, it says the submission has been received successfully. So this means that we have done a test submission with the help of Jotform. Now we're going to open our Gmail account, and we're going to check whether we have received a new email with an attachment of a PDF form of the letter of participation or not. For that, I'm going to open my Gmail account. And yes, as you can see right over here, we have received a new email in our Gmail account for the subject as letter of participation, fantastic events, for the name of dummy users 1-2, as you can see right over here, and for the with the attachment of a PDF format of letter of participation, as you can see right over here. The letter of participation is for dummy user 1-2 for the event date as 25th/05/2024, and this is the letter of participation right over here in PDF format. So this means that we successfully created an automation with the help of Pabbly Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of an event planning company and recently organizing an event. And to collect my participants' data, I have created a form with the help of Jotform. My objective is that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of my participants with the help of Jotform, automatically for that participant, a document of letter of participation should be created with the help of Google Docs, with the help of the template that we have already created in our Google Docs, and with the help of Google Drive, we are going to receive a PDF file link which we are going to send as an email with the help of Gmail with the attachment of that PDF file link. For that, we have created an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.